Princess Gandhari stood before the mirror, her hands trembling as she held a thick strip of black silk. News had arrived from Hastinapura that her future husband, Prince Dhritarashtra, was born without sight. To share his world, she pressed the fabric against her eyes and tied it tight. From that moment, the light of the sun vanished, replaced by a permanent, velvet darkness. She entered the palace not as a queen seeking power, but as a shadow. Years passed in silence. Gandhari gave birth to 100 sons, the Kauravas. She raised them with gentle hands, yet her heart grew heavy as she sensed their growing malice through the sound of their footsteps and the sharpness of their voices. She could feel the darkness in their hearts, a void far deeper than the one behind her blindfold. Her love was a shield, but she feared it was not enough to save them from themselves. Standing in the royal court, she reached out and gripped Duryodhana's arm. "Turn back from this path of hatred," she commanded, her voice echoing against the cold stone walls. "The Pandavas are your kin. Do not let greed consume your soul." Duryodhana pulled his arm away, his footsteps fading into the distance. She heard his defiance in the silence that followed. She warned them again after the dice game, but her words fell like stones into a bottomless well. The day of the Kurukshetra battle, the air grew thick with the scent of iron and smoke. Gandhari sat in her chambers, her ears straining to catch the sounds of the distant slaughter. One by one, the messengers arrived, their heavy breaths telling the story before they spoke. Each brought news of another son fallen. She did not weep. She sat motionless, the blindfold still tight across her eyes, absorbing the death of her entire lineage, in a silence that felt like a physical weight. When the war finally ended, she walked onto the battlefield. Her feet crunched over broken chariots and cold armor. She reached out, her fingers brushing against the cooling skin of her sons. The silence of the field was absolute. She stood alone amidst the ruins. A mother who had sacrificed her sight for loyalty, only to lose everything to the darkness of her children's choices.